Hi, it's Joyce, the Energy Lady. I'm going to try and teach you something today that may be really helpful for you. And the conversation I'm going to have today is about being good enough. Probably because I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot from clients that they never felt like they were good enough. They still don't feel like they're good enough. And either they picked that up in their childhood, could have been from a conversation, it could have been from what somebody said to her, did to her, him, whoever they are. This not being good enough conversation is very common, and it stops you. If you have had that particular conversation and chatter in your brain, then you understand and know how it stops you. I hear people say they're stuck. I hear people say they can't move forward, that they don't want to move forward, or that they're depressed. And when we do muscle testing and we find the bottom line one is that they're not good enough. Now, these are people who are professionals. These are people who have gotten high educations. They're also people who didn't get an education. So then, of course, call themselves a failure, not good enough. So feeling like you're not good enough is not an uncommon conversation or an issue for people. So here's my suggestion with that. I want you to take a piece of paper and I want you to draw a circle in the middle of that paper. I call this exercise clustering. And I want you to write in the middle of that circle, I'm not good enough. And then I want you to, or you can even just say not enough or good enough. Whatever it is that you feel like really resonates with you, I want you to put that in the middle of the circle. And then I want you to draw a bunch of lines coming off that circle, kind of like a big sun, okay? And then on every one of those lines, I want you to write what you've said about that in your lifetime. Things you've said about not being good enough. It could be, I failed algebra. I was never as smart as ... I am not as good as. Comparisons. Oof, comparisons are dangerous in here, okay? And they're so common. So I want it to be your words, but I want you to write those words all around that circle. And if you need to, you can write it down in a column. It doesn't have to be lines coming off the circle. And then I want you to go through each one of those lines that you wrote and forgive yourself for those words. Like, for example, you will say, I forgive myself for saying I'm not good enough. I forgive myself for saying I'm a failure. I forgive myself for saying I'm not smart enough. I forgive myself for not believing in myself. I forgive myself for being stuck. I forgive myself for not moving forward. I forgive myself for being depressed. Whatever those things are on that page that you have written, you're going to walk through and say, I forgive myself for each one of those. Now, if there is a particular person's name, could be dad, could be mom, could be brother, could be sister, could be boss, could be a professor. If you wrote their name down, then you're going to forgive yourself for taking offense at them. And then say, I forgive them, and name them for what they said, or what they insinuated, or what I heard them say. Because remember, everything that is said and done, we actually place a meaning and a language to whatever has been done to us. We apply language to everything. And so your interpretation, you can even forgive yourself for your interpretation of what happened. Okay, so then when you're done saying all those forgivenesses, then you're just going to say, I turn all this over to the care of God in Christ, the divine, Allah, Buddha, whoever it is that resonates with you in your heart, the universe. Turn it over and say, thank you, thank you. That is a way to help you to start getting rid of negative chatter in your brain that is stopping you, keeping you stuck, and keeping you from moving forward. I call this a clustering exercise, and this is something that we teach in our forgiveness class that is very powerful. And once you learn this and practice this is something you can do on a daily basis. So I encourage you to try this, and please reach out to me, book a consultation with me. Let's have a conversation and see what we can do for you. Okay? Have a great day.